Are we rolling yet? We're rolling. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's episode of Team Talk. I'm your host, Wes.
And I'm your co-host, Russ.
And today we're going to be covering UFC 316, Merab versus Sean O'Malley. And as always, we're going to start with Russell's, and we're going to go with mine. Mine is usually the shorter one, but he has all the analytics. Now, one thing that we've all seen in the lead up to this fight, which if you're watching this, I'm sure you've watched everything else, and everyone watches the godfather of the UFC YouTube channels in a short form content, of course. Chael Sonnen. And what I was watching of his, and another thing I was watching of the Mightycast with not Merab, with Sean O'Malley, I noticed something that I'd forgotten about from the first fight, which is the fact that in the first one, Sean O'Malley had a torn thing in his leg, something in his hip. I don't know the word for it, but it was torn. It was screwed up, and he had to get it fixed after the fight. He just went into the fight with it. Which begs the question, is that being fixed going to brighten his chances of defeating Merab and getting the belt back? Or is Merab too good for him? We've got the machine versus the homosexual. Let's get into it. Russell, what are your picks?
Well, obviously we're going to start out with all the details, and then I'm going to pick right after. Got all my information. Get it all my information from UFC.com and DraftKings. We are not sponsored by them.
Where the crown is yours.
Yes.
But the sponsorship is not ours.
Only main card fights. First one, welterweight fight. We have Vincetti versus Kevin Holland. I'm going with Vincetti. He's 23-10-1. Holland's 27-13. Vincetti won his last fight, submission round 1. And then the fight before that, he lost a knockout TKO. 11 knockouts, 9 submissions, 14 first-round finishes.
But Kevin Holland's so good.
Yeah, I guess. Kevin Holland won his last fight by decision, and he lost the fight before that by submission. 14 knockouts, 8 submissions, 13 first-round finishes. Obviously, I'm going to go with Vincetti. I know there's a odd where they want Kevin Holland to win, but I don't know about this one. I'm still going to choose Vincetti. Next one here, we have a bantamweight fight. Mario Batista, 15-2. He won his last 2 fights by split and unanimous decision. 3 knockouts, 6 subs, 5 first-round finishes. Now, this next person named Patchy Mix. Don't know who it is.
You know, on DraftKings, his name is Patrick.
Yeah, but
Patchy
apparently,
Mix.
I think he's, 1-0? And I saw that he's got a good odds, apparently.
He does.
So,
and the thing on him is, he came from another fighting promotion. He came from like one.
But he's 1-0.
Or
apparently.
Or was it
I don't know.
Bellator or something? He come from something else, and he's just super good.
But Mario's 15-2. So I'm going to give the guy a shot, and I'm going to go with Patrick. Right? Now we'll go over the odds of that in just a little bit. Joe versus
Joe Mama.
Yeah, Joe versus Kevin Gastelum. Kelvin, actually. Kelvin is 20-9. He won his last fight by unanimous decision and then lost to a submission in round 3. 6 knockouts, 6 submissions, 7 first-round finishes. Joe won his last fight, knockout, TKO, round 1, lost to unanimous decision. The other fight, 9 knockouts, 3 subs, 7 first-round finishes. I'm going with Joe.
What's his last name?
I don't know, Pfeiffer?
Oh, okay.
Maybe, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Next fight, women's bantamweight championship fight, actually.
Not a piss break.
Julieta Pena, Ultimate Fighter winner. Came a long way, 13-5. Won her last fight by split decision, and then lost the fight before that, a unanimous decision to Amanda Nunes. 3 knockouts, 6 submissions, 4 first-round finishes. Kayla Harrison, 18-1. Really good record. Won her last 2 fights, of course, unanimous decision and submission. And 6 knockouts, 7 submissions, 9 first-round finishes. I am picking Kayla Harrison. for this one.
Yes.
And then the main event.
She's not 18-1 for no reason.
Yes. Merab and Sean O'Malley, a bantamweight
Merab,
UFC.
what's his last name?
I don't know. Say it. Can you say it?
Davashvili.
It's something. Merab is 19-4. Sean O'Malley's 18-2. Merab won his last 2 fights by unanimous decision. 12-fight win streak, 3 knockouts, 1 submission. Sean O'Malley, he lost his last fight, obviously, to Merab, of course, to a round 3 unanimous decision. Round 5 unanimous decision. We'll look down. And won his fight before that, unanimous decision. 12 knockouts, 9 first-round finishes. I am picking Merab. I like Sean, but I'm picking Merab. Now, with all these picks that I have, $10 will get you $96.47. Not too bad, right? If you decide to change out Kevin Holland and to Kelvin and Juliana Pena to win, if you change it out and keep the picks that I got, you get $1,509.20. That is what you will get for that. Also, we have to go over this, the UFC 5 game statistics.
Wait, before the game statistics. No, we'll save this for the end. We'll save our analysis on the main event for the end. Go over the game statistics. This is my favorite part, is the game statistics.
Now, we're going to do this while we're on here. Okay, we're going to do this right here. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up. Pull up UFC. Because my buddy here is going to be the one that picks these things. That's what I like to do. I like to wait. Now, I'm going to tell you the winners. And I'm going to tell you in real life what would it actually be. Round 2, method of victory, all that stuff. Are you ready? So, Kevin Holland won both matches in the UFC game. He won the first one by round 2 knockout, and he won by unanimous decision. So if you had to pick Kevin Holland winning for the method of victory, what would it be?
If I had to pick Kevin Holland winning,
what round 2?
Israel annexed the
what are you doing?
The Samson option.
Would you just pick? Come on.
And a missile comes, through the roof of the stadium and hits his opponent directly in the forehead, and it doesn't explode somehow, and he just so happens to win, and half the people die that are in the thing, right? Kevin Holland's not winning. That's the video game tricking you.
We're going by the video game. So what would it be?
Decision. Yeah, he's not winning by knockout. He only loses by knockout.
All right. So, decision. If it'll pop up for me. Oh, there we go. That's where it is. So, Kevin Holland to win by decision. Next thing. Kelvin. All right. So, Kelvin won the first fight by knockout, round 3. And then Joe won the second fight by unanimous decision. And then the overall, the third fight, Joe won again by decision. So, what is your take on that? Do you think he would just win by decision? You want to just stick with that? Joe wins by decision?
I think Joe is winning by...
So we're going off of game statistics. Remember that. I mean, should we just put decision?
I'll take Joe by decision too.
All right.
Wait, no. I'll take him by knockout.
Why? He didn't knock him out.
What did he get?
He got decision twice. Kelvin won by knockout, the first one.
I'm going Joe by knockout.
Okay, that's a little weird.
I'm going against all of it.
Anyway, Harrison won twice by unanimous decision. The same thing.
I'm taking unanimous decision. On that
so the same. So you're going to agree with it. All right. So Kayla Harrison wins by decision. Last one. Right. The title fight. We got Merab winning twice He won round 1 by submission, and then he won round 4 by knockout. So what do you choose for that?
Merab by decision.
Decision?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, statistics to go off of the game in a sense, but
he's going to decision him into
this isn't your real one, is it?
Oh, okay.
This isn't your real
submission.
Submission. Certain round or just submission?
Fourth
round.
Yeah.
All right. He doesn't get it ever.
So
now before we talk. So now that he chose that, now he gets it. So this is a big bet. Very big.
Mm-hmm.
So if you choose the method of victory by Joe winning by knockout, by Kayla Harrison winning by decision, Merab winning by round 4 submission, and then Kevin Holland wins by decision, if you bet $10, you get $19,018.12. Yep. Oh, yeah.
Golly.
Just imagine.
That's impossible to hit, though. There's no way that would ever happen.
But you never know.
No, it wouldn't.
If you have any extra money, folks.
If you hit a parlay like that, they will ban you from the site. They actually do that.
Ban me, I don't care.
You know they do that, right? If you make too much money, they'll knock you off of that.
I guess.
Yeah.
But, ladies and gentlemen, I get all the details from UFC.com, DraftKings, and UFC 5. I didn't go over the odds, but I will let him do that.
Now, here's I'm getting old there, Hoss. Here's my picks for a smaller and simpler and more safer parlay.
Mine's a little safe. It's $96.
Yeah, but you're raw dogging.
Yeah, but $96 isn't bad, right? That's a small bet.
Okay, yeah.
That's pretty small. Hey, it's not 100 to 200 like I usually do.
You got more of them. You know what I mean?
I got 5.
I only got
4.
I got 4. Okay. You know what I mean? We usually have that thing, the $19,000 bet.
Well, that's just the game statistic.
So, first and foremost, most times, and I've always said this, it's safer to go with what you know. And what you know is the people with the most odds of winning going to win. Put them all together, make some good odds. Common sense. You can't just gamble on things that you know ain't going to work. Right? It's like having a girlfriend and had the experience of the lead up to the bet happening and seeing it. That's the fun, but you know it's going to lose. You know what I mean? Having the girlfriend's fun, but you know you're going to break up with her. You know. Check this out. Patchy Mix, minus 185. Mario Batista, plus 154. Okay? I went with Patchy Mix. I forgot to circle it. Patchy Mix, right here. Easy money, Patchy Mix. I don't know why. Okay? But I do know he was really, really good. Mario Batista is due for a loss. Right? Kevin Gastelum. Now, another thing is, if you don't want to go with Patchy Mix, you don't have to.
You don't have to go with the picks that we pick.
You don't got to do it.
No.
It's fine. That's just what I'm saying. Kevin Gastelum and Joe Pfeiffer. Joe Pfeiffer, minus 380. Kevin Gastelum is plus 300. Common sense just says, go with Joe. Yeah. Go with Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, it rhymes. It's kind of catchy.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of times for these parlays, I don't do a whole lot of main card stuff. This time I did. Juliana Pena plus 525.
Because he likes this one.
Against Kayla Harrison at negative 750. What did you say Juliana Pena's record was?
Her record is 13-5.
she win her last fight?
Yeah. Yep.
I got Kayla Harrison. 18-1. 18-1. Kayla Harrison has won more fights than Juliana Pena has. She has more experience at being a winner. So I got Kayla Harrison. And the main event, the one that the people, the thousands in attendance, and the millions watching around the world came to see. Merab versus Sean O'Malley. Merab is negative 285 for good reason. Sean O'Malley is plus 230 for good reason. Now, let me tell you about something about a statistic that I know of, and it's pretty interesting. Now, statistically, if a person has a beard and no mustache, they win in a UFC fight. That is statistics, right? Merab, yes, he does seem like a Dagestani. He is not. He's a Georgian, which they're also very athletic. He has a mustache and a beard, right? He's a Catholic. That's neither here nor there. They're very similar in their athleticism, though. But whenever two people go up against each other, okay, this is the statistics, and one person wins, if the younger person wins the first one, and there's a rematch, 9 times out of 10, 90% of the time, the young person who won the first one also wins the rematch, right? But I thought about that, and that doesn't come into play here because Merab is 34 years old. Sean O'Malley is 30.
Mm.
So this could be some sort of an anomaly. But as soon as we see Merab do this, I believe it's over. I've seen some training that Sean O'Malley was doing with people, and he was getting sweaty. He was getting very sweaty, and he was breathing hard. You know, this is like in his camp and stuff. And I thought, wow, that's terrible. You're training. Yeah, you're exerting yourself, but are you going to be breathing this hard when Merab's on your ass? Merab doesn't breathe hard.
He can swim underwater.
He doesn't get tired.
One length of the pool to the other.
So I think that the safest bet on this entire card, and the UFC and DraftKings and Vegas, they're all going to make it up like, hey, Sean O'Malley can win this. Bet on him. We want your money. Think about it. If you're a multi-billion-dollar industry, would you want people to bet on the right freaking person? No. They are pushing Sean O'Malley just like they did in the first one. I remember it. I remember the advertisements. I remember when it was all over the place. DraftKings, everything. Hey, profit boost for Sean O'Malley. They knew he was going to lose. They know he's going to lose now. They are paying Chael Sonnen, because he's sponsored by DraftKings, to go and say, hey guys, you know what? I think Sean O'Malley's got it this time. Sometimes they come back and they win. And I think Sean O'Malley's just got that little edge to him. And he's going to get... He's being paid to say that. Somebody gives me, I don't know, $100,000 or something like that to just say, hey, make a quick video and say, O'Malley's going to win. Yes, sir, boss. So what I would do, yeah, I would lie to you people. I would definitely lie to you people for $100,000. I don't care. I want money. Thankfully, I'm not getting paid. So, I'm telling you how to get paid. And that is with Merab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had the same picks.
Yeah.
Too. That's pretty. We usually don't.
Yep. Now, I'm a little bit sketchy on the Juliana Pena.
Because Pena's really good.
Mm-hmm.
And Harrison could suffer her second loss.
Yeah.
So it's a little out there when it comes to it. But you know what? That's the whole point of betting. You know, it's to take risk.
It is to take risk. Sometimes you just got to leave it in there.
Yeah.
Risky to leave it in, you know what I mean? Just go, leave it in there. And when you win, the feeling of winning is incomparable to any other feeling on this earth.
Here's the thing, right? There's times like, sure, I've won like
Got an itchy tit.
Like if I put a 5 parlay down and I won like 4 out of 5, like out of 5, and I lost one, obviously means I lost money. But in the end of the day,
fun.
I still feel great that I got at least 4 picks right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's money that I can waste. Like if it's not money that sure, I'd probably be like, yeah, I'm a little disappointed. But if you got the money to do it, why be disappointed about it?
Exactly.
Unless you're betting like $500s of thousands of dollars, then
if you're betting $500,
that's different.
It's best to bet on one thing and not like everything.
Yeah. True.
Do you have anything else?
I do not.
Well, that concludes this episode of Tea Talk.
He can't say the name now because he's so excited about this weekend.
I am. I'm so excited
that he just can't say.
Yeah, our friend Chase.
Okay? Yes,
Chase Porter.
We're going to mention that actually.
We're going to mention Chase Porter. He doesn't even know we have a YouTube channel. Okay.
No.
He's fighting Nashville this weekend. I'm predicting
this Friday.
I'm predicting UFC 400 Porter versus Lewis. Okay, big heavy dude, 2 big heavyweights going at it. 2 big black dudes slamming bellies. That's what.
All right.
So, but yeah, we got that Friday. Okay.
And it's going to be great.
He's going to get him another knockout.
Yep.
Then Saturday, straight to Miller's.
Yep.
Straight to
Miller's. We're going to a restaurant called Miller's, and we're going to be watching 316.
Don't anybody's mad at me for giving you the wrong pick. He's like, oh, I know where he's going to be at. I'm going to go beat him up.
Well, at least you don't know where we live.
You can't. Show up. Pull up.
Go to a Miller's.
As the kids say, pull up.
Go to a Miller's.
Yeah. I'll kick you in the leg, then I'll shoot you. Yeah. Pull up on me. But no.
Yeah. If you pick something that we pick, and you get it wrong, we're just going off what we want to do.
That is your fault.
Yeah. You picked it. You could go against it. You could be like, you know what? I'm not going to pick Joe. I'm going to pick Kelvin.
They could blame Trump.
They probably will.
They blame Trump.
They always blame somebody.
You know what? Trump's going to be at the UFC this weekend.
Trump did it.
Trump's going to be at the UFC.
Elon did it.
And you know what he's going to say? He's going to say this. He's going to say, afterwards, he's going to talk to the winner of the main event. And he's going to say, I knew you could do it again, Merab. You know, I think you're one of my favorite immigrants. You come out here, you've got the American flag on your mouthpiece. You carry an American flag with you, tied to the Georgian one. We know you're from Georgia, not our great state of Georgia, but the great, great country of Georgia. I love the Georgian people. They're such good people, and believe me, I know people. But I'm so proud to have an American, even if it's an American immigrant, holding that belt. And we need to keep that belt here in America because I'm proud of America and I'm proud of my athletes. that I have here as the President of the United States. You know. Yeah.
Well, everyone,
We'll try again.
try what?
Try again.
Yep, he's gonna try again because he has taken all of his energy down and he's spewed it out into all this other stuff. So now,
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this episode of Team Talk. We hope you've had a good time listening to us because we've had a great time talking to you.
yes, of course,
No
that doesn't
thumbs up.
work anymore, but it's okay.
Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Send this video to your mother.
Mother,
She needs to see how beautiful we look. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and of course on here. Send this out to everybody you know.
have we used mom before?
Yeah.
Really? Is there no one else?
We have used Mom.
What about your aunt?
Send this to that really nice Indian gas station worker that you buy things from on your way home from work.
There you go.
He's a good guy.
Send it to him.
Yep.
He takes care of you.
Yeah, always.
Always.
They're the nicest of all.
They are.
God bless you, and we'll see you next time.